Good morning, fourth graders. Good morning. So today's objective is to do a short mini lesson on making inferences on, yes, you guessed it, Harry Potter. And for those of you who don't realize that I'm, of course, flagging all my thinking every time I turn a page. And as you can see, there's lots of thinking going on with Harry Potter. I'm so excited. As of tomorrow, you will be through chapters 1 through 5 as of now. So chapter 6 will hit tomorrow morning, and that'll be the last one for this week. All right, so taking you to my board, making inferences. An inference is a conclusion that a reader makes while or after reading. The inference is based on what the reader knows, plus what is learned while reading. So it's kind of like a guess at first. It's your own thinking, plus what you learn while you're reading, which leads you to a conclusion or interpretation, which we call inferencing. And there's been plenty of inferencing going on with Harry Potter. It's been in the form of these kind of questions. So as you've been learning to ask and answer questions while you are reading, you have been completing some of these quick worksheets, which is, again, all about what you're thinking while you're reading. And as you can see, I've already gone on to the next one and started looking. So as you learn to ask and answer questions, especially your responses are very important. So I'm going to make sure that you remember the who, what, when, where, or why of questions. And when you start to think about why characters do and say what they do, you start to use that skill of inferencing. So I want to ask one quick question of you, which is, why did Harry buy so many kinds of candy? And of course, one of the best ways for you in learning to answer questions is always to go back in and reread. So I'm going to show you some of mine as I go through here. Oh yeah, that's right. We started thinking about all the characters that are in here, from Fred and George Weasley to Harry's new friend Ron, and Ron's rat called Scabbers. And here's my question. So why did Harry buy so many candies? And if I was to bring you right back to that page, here it is in there. He had never had any money for candy with the Dursleys. So I started thinking about Harry, and I thought, wow, the reason why he bought so many was, one, that he could. So how can I use this question to start my answer? I'll put my answer board right up here beside it. Why did Harry buy so many kinds of candy? Well, I think I would start my sentence with the word Harry. Harry bought many kinds of candy because, that's our linking word, right? Because, well, why do you think? When he lived with the Dursleys, he didn't get an opportunity like this one, and he had money in his pocket. So I think he did it because he could. And he wanted to share with Ron. Oops, don't like that. And he wanted to share and don't forget your period at the end. He really never could do that before. So I think that's part of what's changing within him. So at the very beginning, I felt like Harry kind of was a product of his environment, right? Living under the cupboard, under the stairs, and always being kept kind of a secret, not really knowing who he was or what he was capable of. And now that we've reached chapter 5 and he's traveling to Hogwarts, we're starting to see Harry change a little bit. He's becoming braver. He's trying new things. And for this one, he thought candy sharing with Ron would be a great idea. Can't say I blame him on that. So make sure you're doing lots of thinking while you're reading, even though you might be listening. Still always have that thought going on and remembering what's going on in the story. That will help lengthen your comprehension and understanding of the story. Make sure you keep watching Harry as he changes, as his character changes. Try to catch some of the things that he does and says so that we can enjoy that during book talk time. So again, I'm going to put you one more time. Making inferences is a conclusion that a reader makes while or after reading. The inference is based on what the reader knows plus what is learned. So your own thinking plus what you learn is what you infer. All right, thanks for joining me again today, learning those reading strategies that will help you answering those questions that we've been working on. And please feel free to always use that text. You jump right back in and start rereading when you are searching for answers to questions. You can always use the actual page number. You can also quote some of the words should you decide to. Anyways, happy reading with Happy Harry, and I will be talking to you again soon. Bye.